A new Tampa Bay Business Journal hits newsstands today, and as always, editor Alexis Muellner is here to talk about some of the week's big stories. Good morning and happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday to you.
You've got a really interesting story this week. If you want to know how well the economy is doing, Alexis says you should talk to local liquor stores. Apparently there's something called a booze index.
Well, we created that term. I mean, we're always looking for these offbeat indicators. I mean, you have all the traditional ones, but our reporter Margaret Cashel took a look at how liquor store sales and liquor sales in general, what you can learn from those tea leaves. And she found out that they fall in line somewhat with the Dow Jones average. And liquors, it's been often thought of as sort of recession-proof, but in fact, it's recession-resilient. And what we're seeing is that not only are big liquor store chains investing in sort of their real estate, but they're selling more higher priced wines. And if you look at the craft beer market, it's a sign that folks are willing to unleash the purse strings a little bit and feeling a little bit more comfortable about their finances. And there's a lot to be read from that.
I love it. Cheers.
Clink, clink.
Absolutely.
A little early, but clink, clink.
And speaking of celebration, we're going to keep it going because you've got some really good news for a local law firm. They just won national recognition.
Yeah, I think diversity is important. We've talked about it here. Carlton Fields is a law firm that has for many years been practicing a lot of focused on diversity, promoting women and minorities and various kind of diverse categories. And they were recognized by a career intelligence firm as one of the tops in the nation. And what they told us was this is really good for business because clients care about diversity. They also encourage a culture of innovation. And it's just a really good model for all kinds of businesses to realize how important having a diverse workforce, lots of different views and opinions really is.
And also in the pages this week, you've got a story about a company created to help people in the real estate industry. And they're marking a pretty major milestone.
5 years for an organization called Real Estate Lives. It was created at the height of the downturn in the recession for commercial real estate. And they have had numerous meetings and events, and they've really been able to place people. You didn't think commercial real estate people, these are the large buildings and office buildings that sell, really were decimated. A lot of people lost jobs. And this has been a focal point of Ron Weaver, who's a land use attorney, and others co-founded this group, and they're celebrating 5 years. It's sort of potentially mixed blessing that it's still going, but it's helped a lot of people, and it's been a focal point for support and other things in an industry that's coming back. But it's good to celebrate all their successes.
Fantastic. You can find all those stories and a whole lot more in this week's Tampa Bay Business Journal.
Absolutely.
Always good to see you.
You too, Dia.
And for more Business Journal headlines, go to our website, abcactionnews.com/business.